Hi, it's Marzi. I am going to tell you right now a couple of things. It's going to be annoying. There's a fan above me, and there's just nothing I can do about it. And I am trying to be articulate, but ever since hospital, I have had more brain deficits, and I'm struggling to be succinct because I can't access sometimes even the most basic words. I also I'm going to discuss some stuff that might be triggering. So I'm not going to go into detail, but I am going to talk about stuff that's uncomfortable, and it's just sort of a warning, but also letting you know that probably means I can't do it fast. Although I'll try my best. Please stay with me because I'm in agony. My jaw is still jacked up. I don't really understand what's wrong with it because I haven't had a chance to have it examined. It either is dislocated, like I think, because the bite is, skewed, or I've started to have a feeling perhaps part of the bone under the tooth is infected, in which case I really need to get onto antibiotics. I do have a appointment for a scan, and I'm trying to get into the dentist, but I've rung every day this week and they shut. Sorry, I keep looking away, but if I don't touch this tablet that's in front of me, the light goes out and you can't see me. I have two black eyes, but I have one that's really bad, and that's because I concussed myself the other day. I'm having a bit of a run of bad luck in terms of being, oh god, it sounds so cliched, but it's true. It's not like mum beats me up. I keep falling over. I felt, well, not at the moment, but in moments, I feel like I'm drunk with vertigo, and I've played that spinning game, and I fall up to 30 times, and did a horizontal plank while hanging from, there's a triangle above me, like a mobility aid. Sorry, this is a crystal mobile, but there's I don't know if you can see that. See that? And that's the crystals. So I was hanging from the triangle when it's actually like down here, and I was standing on the side of the bed, and I was doing like a diagonal plank, and I was doing almost like the running man, but I couldn't get purchase on the floor, so my feet kept slipping, and I ended up falling and smacking my head on the walker and landing underneath the walker, and I just couldn't get up. I was bouncing off the walls like a ping pong ball and hitting the floor, and I feel like I've had the crap beaten out of me. So there's that. I feel like I'm unintentionally avoiding the subject because last time I tried to do this I ended up falling, so let's try, hey? I have to eat humble pie. I never believed in this what happens to you decides whether you get sick or not, like if you've had a bad something, were you stressed at the time you got sick? I always hated that rubbish. I wasn't stressed when I got sick. I wasn't. I was loving life. I had a great job. I was coaching netball. I was playing netball. I had a great life. But what I recently discovered is I've been diagnosed with 3, potentially 4 forms of PTSD. And the issue is that they are so wide-ranging that it's pretty hard to avoid a trigger. The first one is caused by the abuse I suffered and it was sort of triggered by the Me Too movement that, in a way it's a good thing that this stuff is coming up because you have to face it. And I thought I had faced it, but I have so many more experiences than I even realise, and they flooded back in a way that just, I get sick in the stomach if I ever see anything represented anywhere that shows that type of behaviour. Anyone trying to dominate someone else just turns my stomach. And the second type of PTSD is about losing my independence because I was sick nearly 20 years. And, it's just, I was a fiercely independent person. I started cooking for my family when I was 14 years old. I started coaching at 11, coaching netball at 11 years old. I was just always good at stuff. And then the third one is about Dad, and my grief for him, because loving and hating someone with the same intensity is a really confusing feeling when you lose someone suddenly and you don't have the time to process or even to recover or try to fix the relationship. No chance to reconcile, and I didn't even get to say goodbye, so I don't know if I'll ever get over that. Although I hope to. And the fourth, which is one that the psychiatrist just wasn't sure about, but I'm pretty confident about, and my counsellor is too, is that I have issues around money. I started getting night terrors when I was a kid, whenever I was stressed about money, and I broke my toe. I threw myself through a door while asleep and running at full pelt. I broke my toe and kept running. I woke up flying through a door frame with cement on one side where I was, landing on carpet and sliding and getting carpet burn all over me. So that was intense. So yeah, money is sort of a hard thing for me, but I've gotten better at managing it, but that doesn't mean I don't panic when I've got no money, and that obviously that's a situation that happens really often, despite the fact that, people try really hard to support me, and I thank them for that. So what I've learned recently is that when you suffer so much trauma so young, and you're someone like me who suffered like an extensive amount of trauma, it doesn't matter how much trauma, but the more trauma, the worse the outcome. So it changes your adrenal function, makes you hypervigilant, it rewrites your DNA, it impacts your immune system, and it also changes your hormones. So the way I look, and which is I suddenly put on weight out of nowhere, that is from my hormones being rewritten due to PTSD. There's just so many things, but anyway, we won't go into that. I've not succeeded in making this video much shorter than the last. So my jaw's still huge. God, it's so big. It's awful. And obviously I've got a black eye and it's all swollen, so I'm having to numb it from here all the way down and all the way across my face, even to under my lip, because it's so uncomfortable, and I'm pretty much hitting the roof with pain if I don't. I also have to do a little bit of this side as well because of the movement, and I'm going for an x-ray a little while away yet. I don't know whether it's that. I'm trying to get into the dentist, but Queensland Health has not answered the phone and I've rung every day this week. So I'm trying to get through to them. I'm hoping to get a voucher to go to a private dentist. But yeah, I'm concerned I might have an infection in my jawbone from a broken tooth, like it getting through to my jawbone. So, and whether that's the cause of the pain, because my lymph nodes are all huge, so it feels, like that's generally associated with infection. So I am wanting to get on antibiotics, because whenever you get to a dentist, they say to you, have you had antibiotics? It looks like your teeth's infected. And if that happens and it's through Queensland Health, I just have to go on the merry-go-round again, and that's an appointment done. And I have to go for another one, because they have this ridiculous policy that you're only allowed to get one thing done at the dentist at a time. And I need like teeth cleaned and maybe like an x-ray by the dentist, and probably either my tooth pulled, maybe surgery on my wisdom tooth. So yeah, there's a lot to happen. So basically the whole gist of this is that I am super grateful for all the people that have continued to show up in ways that I don't really have words for. Just don't have words for. Don't have a lot of words. People who want to show up but can't show up. And I guess just to let you know where I'm at, and that even though I'm feeling hopeless and helpless and anxious and defeated, that I won't give up. I'll always be authentic with you, even if it's uncomfortable for me and for you, because I think it's important that people who are sick have someone that understands their situation. And I understand. There's not a lot you can throw at me that I haven't been through. Anyway, I was going to say something so weird then. I was going to say, I'm going to rock and roll. Which is not something I usually say. I usually just say love, light, blessings and gratitude. Marzi. So I'll say that. Love you guys. I really hope you stuck around. I'm sorry it was long. I'm sorry I keep looking away. I don't mean to be rude. It's just if I don't press this computer light, you won't see me. It'll just go dark. Okay. Can you please just send all your good feelings and hopes to me, for me, into the universe? Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.